UFG family, what up, though, y'all? Welcome to the UFG podcast, season 2, episode 12. I am your host, DK, and I have my beautiful co-host with me today, my bride, Lily.
What up, though?
What up, though, everybody? So how was everybody's week? Well, 2 weeks, right? We took 2 weeks off. Mm-hmm. So we took a couple weeks off. It's a mid-season break. I think it was therapeutic. It was good for us because this is a lot of work, y'all. Y'all don't understand. It's a lot going on, you know.
Yeah.
Plus, I have secular work and other responsibilities and then I'm creating content, and it's a lot. So we needed to take a break from a creative standpoint, and we here. So we here, season 2, episode 12. So how was your break?
It was good, man. I was able to get well rested as far as creatively. Also got back on track with. Not back on track, but just more in tune with working out and eating right and, things like that. And
diet adjustment was definitely needed.
And sleep as well. Trying to get more sleep. But overall, it's been, it was a good break. It was a good, much needed break. How about you?
Same here. It was a good break, I mean, we live together, so we know.
Yeah.
It was a good break, man. I mean, it was much needed. Sometimes you gotta, from a creative vantage point, you have to take a break. You gotta take a step back. You gotta really take a step back and stack up your W's, right? Look at the small wins, stack them up, and really, take a step back and appreciate the journey and then the process and, get back to it. So now it's back to work, y'all. Let's get to it. So first on the agenda, the sneaker culture. So we're going to look at sneaker releases this upcoming week. Today is March the 4th, 2025. This is Tuesday. You guys will be hearing it on the 5th. So for this week, we got the coming up, really, as far as Jordans go, you got the Air Jordan 4 Abundance. Those are those Seafoam 4s.
I like those.
You like those?
Yes.
And then you got the, so that's it for this week. Those come out this Saturday. As far as Jordans go, then we got a whole host of DN8s, Nike DN8s, which, by the way, I think is going to be the Air Max shoe for Air Max Day this year. I've heard. I don't know if that's the truth, but DN8s are cool,
They're different.
A little different.
What are they, like a running shoe or what is it?
Yeah, it's a running shoe, but, lifestyle, but it's a running shoe. So
it's like a good
an Air
crossover.
Max. It's an Air Max.
I mean, I'm looking at it now, but I'm trying to see how would you
functionality?
Yeah, the functionality of it. Is it a running shoe?
About that one. But it's a running shoe, though. It's a running shoe.
Okay. So
what you think of it?
It's
not your taste. If it ain't your taste, it ain't your taste.
Out of my,
I know you like Air Max 1s.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's out of my comfort zone.
Okay.
Because I do want to be more open-minded with certain silhouettes this year. So I will just say it's out of my comfort zone.
Out of your comfort zone. Hey, that's fair. That's fair. And then we got March the 7th. So those DN8s all come out March 6th, which is 2 days from now. It's Tuesday, Thursday. So the 7th, which is Friday, you got the Jatu Breeze. It's like a sky blue, pink, soft colors.
How he get it to before?
Man, I don't know. You talking about AE? That's Adidas.
I mean, I know that's Adidas, but still.
I mean, come on, Adidas. Y'all putting all this into... They marketing for the AE1 and colorways. It's like, take that energy and go into an AE2. You never seen MJ. Only time MJ wore a shoe that was the previous year, like he wore the 6s. So in 91, when he won his championship, his first championship in LA, he had the infrared 6s on when he won. That very next year, the beginning of that next year, the 7s weren't out yet. He wore the Carmines. So it was the same shoe, different colorway, but he only wore it for a piece of that beginning of that 92 season.
Gotcha.
And then the 7s dropped. Gotcha. And then he, so he never, like, it's crazy. Yeah, even LeBron never went 2 years. Kobe never went like the book ones.
Yeah.
They keep doing book ones. It's like, dog, them ones like 3 years old. Like, can we get some book twos out here, man?
Let's get something else.
So, but whatever, on the Jatus come out the Breeze. And then there are some Fear of God basketball shoes, athletics.
I've seen I think I've seen it on Instagram.
Jerry Lorenzo.
I seen it on Instagram recently. I think it was the women's Unrivaled women's basketball. I think one of their teams got all Adidas Or
Yeah,
I think
it's
it was
a couple
high school,
teams.
or it was probably a high school team that got all Adidas, and they was wearing those. I could be wrong though. Sorry if you guys hear stuff in the background. You guys already know. I'm not even gonna go into that. Yeah, we're not gonna
go there, but they don't hear nothing. So anyway, yeah. So
it's just distracting me as I'm talking.
Jerry Lorenzo, it's a bunch of collegiate schools that are Adidas schools. So most of them that are Adidas schools, I know Louisville is Adidas school. I think Arizona State is Adidas school. It's a bunch of Adidas schools, right? In D1 athletics. So Jerry Lorenzo, whose shoe that is, Fear of God, he, you know, because the what are these called? They're called the what? The Fear of God Athletics basketball. Remember, I got the ones, the first ones from last year. He gifted those to a bunch of schools that's Adidas schools. I forget, man. I know Louisville had some. A couple schools had some, and they had the different colorway. So that's pretty dope, man. You know?
I do like the ones that you had gotten. They're different.
Yeah, they're different.
A little bit out of my comfort zone.
I wore them one time. I need to put them on again.
I did like the silhouette.
This year, I ain't wearing nothing else but Nike and Jordan. I'm just scared this year, bro. It's like,
hey, you gotta wear what you like.
I know, I know, but like. Hey, you know the deal though. Like, come on, man.
Hey, I mean,
things may happen. I might be around some people, man.
If Jordan wouldn't show the Reebok logo when he was in the Olympics,
come on, dog. Hey. Come on, man. So there's a story circulating where MJ's son Marcus Jordan, when he was little, he was cool with Little Bow Wow. So Little Bow Wow had came over his house, and Little Bow Wow had on some Questions, Iverson shoe, and that's a big shoe, right?
Yeah.
Especially back in the 90s.
Yeah.
So he came over with some Questions. MJ made him take them off, throw them away, and he gave him the newest Jordans, whatever Jordans that was out. He gave it to him like, here. Don't come in my house with them. Don't come in my house with those on. I'm scared to wear anything else but Jordan brand or Nike because I be around people, man. I don't know where I'm gonna be sometimes.
Watch that be the day you be MJ.
Right, I got on some Sambas and here I am like, hey, let's go meet up with MJ. What? Right. You know, so no way. So I'm scared to wear anything else, man. Right. So, but anyway, so those are your releases, man. I know you're looking forward to those Seafoam 4s.
Yes.
Those are dope.
I don't know, something about that color just really, you know. I mean, I like
that
I
mint
like 4s
green.
Anyway. So yeah, I do.
Mint green. Those are dope.
Yeah,
those are dope. Them Seafoam 4s.
Are they a women's shoe?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're a women's shoe. So. They're called Abundance.
Abundance.
That's the name of the actual shoe. The Abundance. The color is seafoam.
What would it be? Abundance, like abundance of money?
Could be, man. It's green. I don't know. Green. It's mint green though, so. Mint budding green, which is my favorite shade of green. I love pastel greens. I mean, I love green all the way around, like the earth tone green, like the forest green, up to the spectrum of those, the seafoam, pastel greens. You know, I think it's called a budding green. You know, those. Yeah. So I'm very I like them. I think they're dope. I like them for you. I might get them for you. So. Depends on how she act.
You see how I threw that in there?
Depends on how she act, y'all.
Okay. So we'll see who edits this.
Yeah, right. So those are your releases coming up. So let's talk about some releases that we missed. We've missed a couple releases because we was on break. Right. So releases that we did miss. Let me scroll back up and catch them. So we got the did we talk about? Yeah, we talked about the 85s. I don't think we talk about the reimagined Black Toes. I don't think, because that was All-Star Weekend. We may not have talked about those. The Lucky Shorts, the Unions, and the Flu Games. Okay. So we'll start with the Lucky Shorts.
Okay.
Lucky Shorts are actually, I just think the release time with those Lucky Shorts was just not the right time. I think that's a really dope shoe. I want that shoe. And then I seen it in person when I went to 218 to grab Joe Sneaks for him. They had them on the counter.
Yeah, I remember you saying
and
that.
I seen it in hand. I was like, oh man, the pictures don't do it no justice. So that shoe is really a dope shoe. It's just that so much came out around it. It kind of drowned it out a little bit. It kind of was like,
it put in the back burner
people's
minds and stuff.
And just a little tip for you guys, whoever's listening. If you go on StockX, You could get those for under retail. Retail price is like $210. I think StockX got them for like $170, something like that. So check it out. Just putting it out there. Just putting it out there for my listeners and for those who rock with your boy. Try to give y'all some jewels here and there. So those are really a dope shoe. The materials is good. The colorway is good. Anything with that Carolina blue is dope to me.
And it's
subtle. They got that aged midsole.
It's subtle, so I think I like that.
They went the James route. They went the James route with the no elephant print, just the the plain suede. So it's dope, man. Nice. I love it.
I'll give it a 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. So, and then we had on February 27th was the Union Ones, the Chicago.
Let's talk about that story real quick.
So, your boy hit. I got a W on there. So, it's crazy. So, everything that came out. So, I had got the Reimagined 5s. I got the 85 highs. I struck out on the...
Did you get the black toes?
Yes, I got the black toe, the Reimagined black toes. Shoe review on all those. Check them out. I got the the black toes, the 85 highs, the Reimagined 5s. What else is over there? Oh, those Diamond Turfs from Better Generation. Shout out to PJ Tucker's boutique out in Houston. And those the Joe Fresh Goods, the Pegasus Premiums. So that's a gang of shoes in one small window, right? This
is just from the last time we talked to you guys.
Yeah. So in that window, I had to pick, man. I had to pick. And I told myself, if I don't hit on the Chicago Shadow Unions, which was a shoe I really, really want. And for y'all who don't know, I love Jordan 1s with the Chicago color blocking. Just like the Lost and Founds. When I hit on those, I actually got 2 pairs. I flipped one. One was like, they was going for like $600 on the resale market. So I'm not a reseller, but hey, if I see opportunity, I'm an opportunist, right? So, whatever. So whatever have you, when I seen those Chicago Unions on the slate, man, you ask my soul brothers, man. We was talking about that, like, man, I gotta have those. All of us, like, gotta have them. Joe ended up going to a Union event out in San Francisco for All-Star Weekend, so he got a pair there. So I was like, oh, I gotta have a pair now, dog. And then, the raffle, the 27. So they end up doing the raffle. I thought it was gonna be a first come, first serve. Union site did a raffle. I entered your email. Yeah. Buck entered his email for me, and then I entered my own email. Calling me
all day. Have you checked email?
Check your email. Check your email. So whatever the 27th, what was that? Thursday. So last Thursday, the 27th, right at 11 a.m. Eastern, they opened the raffle up. So all you had to do is put your name, put your email, phone number, your contact information, and pick the size, and they'll email you an invoice, a confirmation, and you proceed with the invoice. So that's roughly at 11 o'clock. Boom. Did all that. That consumed my entire day. Like all day. I'm at work and everything. I'm at work, like refresh. Anytime I get a minute, refresh. I'm on my lunch break. Refresh. I'm calling her like, hey, you check your email. I'm calling Buck. Buck, check your email. I'm watching people on doing their live stream. So W's is starting to come out like maybe about 1:30, 2 o'clock. That's when the W's start rolling out. I'm seeing people on Instagram posting their invoices, and I'm getting shook. I'm like, man, because I took an L on the Galaxies, the Galaxy phones. I wanted those. I took an L. I could have pulled some strings to got those. Now that I think about it, I was talking to Ike. Ike got them. So he was like, yeah, man, our thing. I'm like, oh man, I should have said something, but I didn't say nothing on those. So I took an L on those, but I entered all kind of raffles for those. So anyway, the W's is rolling out. 1, 2 o'clock. I'm seeing all kind of people post like, got him, yeah, let's go. So it's like, man, I'm like nothing.
Close to 3:30.
No, it's right at 3:30. We was at the gas station. I was off work. We was at the gas station right there on Jefferson and Shane. I go in the gas station. Let me get 20 on pump, whatever. Put some gas in the car. I come out. And something just told me to check my phone. I'm sticking the gas pump into the car, and I hit refresh, and there it was.
He opened up my door like, look.
I was like, look, Mortimer, look. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was so happy, dog. I was so excited. I was like, yes.
When we were in the car. I
was so stressed, man.
We were in the car and he was
That's
just
one that I really wanted. And
I don't think I got him, man. I don't, you know.
Yeah, because it was 3:30 and they, you know what I'm saying? It was like, so.
He was kind of grouchy.
They was, I was super grouchy. People were still getting W's throughout all the way probably to about 5, maybe 6 o'clock that evening. Mm-hmm. They stopped. But, and then they said that they supposed to re-release again on the 18th on the sneakers app, but now I'm hearing they're not. Oh. So it's like, so I was going to pay, if I took the L, I was going to trade some shoes in and pay resale. Mm-hmm. I ain't going to lie. I don't have no Union ones. I missed out on the black toes and those Royals or Game Royals or whatever they call the blue ones. Mm-hmm. I don't have either one. I think Keith McCarthy, he got either both or one of them, and he paid resale. I was like, dog, they were like $1,300. I'm like, dang, you big money. So, but I don't have no Union ones. I got 4s. I got the, the Noir 4s, the Desert Moss 4s. I got the Union. Twos, right? Yeah, I got both 2s of the Unions.
The Ratons
and the
I forgot the other name.
Blue something.
I don't remember.
I forgot. But they like a gray and blue. Mm-hmm. And then I got the Cortez Unions.
Oh, that's right.
The black ones. And I think that's about it as far as Unions go. But I don't have no ones.
What's the sticker? What's the Unions that you got with the stickers? That came with the
I need to wear those too. I got them on sale at the Nike store.
Yeah.
What are they called? They called the turf runners or turf trainers or something like that. I forgot. They're an old shoe that they Union collab that redid. Mm-hmm. So I'll find it. It's whatever. But anyway, so those are the Unions I have, so I don't have one. So I was like, man, I need these. And then they just Chicago color blocking. Come on, bro. And they got the yellow cuts. Oh my gosh, bro. And it's like, I want them yellow laces in there. So I can't wait. I can't wait to get them. Y'all gonna see the unbox soon as they come through. Mm-hmm. So then right after that, like maybe a few days after that, it was Thursday. So Friday, Saturday, the flu games came out. So I hit on the flu games.
Like, stop resisting.
You're right. Stop resisting. Right. Like Asics, what you got to say? Stop resisting. Adidas, what you got to say? Only ones they can't really stump out is New Balance because of Joe Fresh Goods.
Yeah.
Outside of that, man, they can stump out everybody else. But anyway, man, 2 days after that, the flu games come out, which I hit on the flu games on the Flex app. But remember, the Flex app crashed nationwide. Mm-hmm. So I wasn't able to claim mine. I wasn't going to get them anyway, but I wasn't able to claim mine, and it was like too late by the time I looked. So let me show the people. These are my 2016 version of the flu games for those who aren't visual. I have the 2016 version. Look how good they look.
Yeah. Like
for real, bro. That's why I said, the shape is a little different on the 25s. The shape is different. The leather is a little bit more glossier. This is more of a matte. Mm-hmm. It's a little bit more tumble, and that's how the OGs was from '97. Oh, they were a little bit shinier, glossier. Mm-hmm. So you know what I'm saying? Nike, this 40th anniversary, they trying their best to keep stuff as OG as possible.
Which I mean, they're doing a really
they doing a phenomenal job. So and we're going to do, which is a good segue. So those came out the flu games. I passed on them. Buck hit on them. Mm-hmm. Buck loves 12. So he was waiting on that shoe. And, I think that's about it as far as past releases.
Yeah.
So January, February, we're in March. It was a packed month, man. I mean, they was going, bro. It was like
y'all thought I was done?
Right. It was like Kendrick on Drake. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk, hate the way that you dress. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So Nike, man, salute to Nike. I love what they doing. So, which is a great segue. We're going to talk about sneaker culture and happenings around the sneaker culture and the sneaker world. Mm-hmm. So my dog, Front Page Aaron, shout out to Aaron, man. It's my brother, man. He's a brother that's in the sneaker culture. He's a voice. Mm-hmm. And he made a post earlier today. Well, yesterday he screenshot a post. I don't know who he got it from, but it was somebody saying that, oh, Nike is ruining the value of grails by opening the vault.
Right.
Dude, that is so erroneous, bro.
Yeah.
That is not right. That's wrong, bro. Like, who are these people? Right? So
they just mad because everybody else can get
right. It's like, why are you like that?
Yeah.
Why is it so many weird people in this so-called culture? Right? Because the real culture that I know of consists of Front Page Aaron, consists of Jay Will, Dwayne, Mo.
You just want to see them,
Gabe,
see them
Joe,
win. See
like
people win.
Real people, bro.
When
like
they couldn't when they were younger,
man,
or they weren't able to when they were younger.
Even
if as a young adult, you know what I'm saying? Like,
really, it's bigger than that. It's not even about just when. It's like, dude, you can't put a cap on motivation. I think Kari did a phenomenal job. Shout out to my man Kari, Sneaker Fetish, man. Kari did a phenomenal job of breaking down the flu games, right? He was saying he really gave the story behind why are the flu games so special, right? You know, we all know the story. Well, I know it well because I was in high school and I was watching that game in Utah when he was sick. When they said, oh, Michael Jordan's been throwing up all day. He has flu-like symptoms. You could clearly see it before the game. Yeah. In warm-ups, he was like, he was just drained. He didn't have no energy, and he went out there and balled. So you got some people who say, I seen some people say, oh, he had a hangover. Oh, who cares? Who cares how he got sick?
Right.
That's not the
point.
Is
he was sick and he
dominated on the biggest stage that there is. 38 points, 5 or 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and hit the game-winning shot with like 20 to 30 seconds left on the clock. Yeah. A three-pointer at that. So, and that was a pivotal game 5. The series was tied 2-2. This is the NBA Finals, bro.
Yeah.
This is back when it was 2-3-2.
Yeah. 2
in Chicago, 3 in Utah, and the last 2 back in Chicago. So, the format was different. So, that would have been tough going back to Chicago down 3-2.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That would have been tough, even for MJ. But look what he did, bro. And it's like, that's why that shoe is like that. That's why that shoe, it's not just hype. It's not resale value. And that's what ticks me off, because most people look at it from, oh, the resale is 300. Yeah, the resale 300 right now. That's decent for you resellers. But at the same time, what about the people who want it for that?
Right.
Like me, who was in 97, I was a senior in high school. I remember watching that. I was a basketball player, so I had aspirations and dreams to play at a high level, at a collegiate level, and then a professional level. I had those dreams. So watching MJ and seeing him do that made my world, right? Yeah. That was like amazing to see that live. And it's like, bro, when you get these people talking about opening the vault is devaluing the grails and all, man, it's like, stop it, bro. Y'all need to stop with that, man. This has to stop, guys. Yeah. Like this type stuff has to stop. Aaron made a great point. Aaron said, look, you don't see nobody that's been in this game and collecting, and that's genuine collectors. You don't see them saying, oh, stop, don't release those.
Right.
Because we want them. The real ones who love to collect and know the reason behind, like somebody, like I gave a good example. Me and Buck was talking the other night, and we was talking, me and you, we had the same conversation where we was talking about how a certain part, like the sneaker culture is really divided. It really is, bro. It's like the real, and it's almost like hip hop. Like you got the underground hip hop, like your Common, Talib Kweli, and then you got your mainstream, Ren and 10, the girl is mine, got to get it, got to get, if y'all seen Brown Sugar, then I just watched that the other night. So anyway, but you got your, that's how it is in the sneaker culture, man. You got your real ones who's really in it for the love. It's not about clicks. It's not about likes. It's not about, hey, let me buy all these hype shoes and take a bunch of pictures and y'all like them. And you're not adding anything to the culture.
Right.
Like, what are you doing to add to the culture? Nothing. You just want people, look at me. I got these shoes. That's not the culture, bro.
Like, I want you to look at me having them, but I don't want you to have them.
Yeah. And that's where we at with it. I got these and you can't get them. Nah.
Right.
That's where we at with it. And then now they releasing shoes. Nike C, it's 40-year anniversary. Why not release these?
Yeah.
You only gonna have one 40-year anniversary. So release them, bro. Give the people what they want. That's what we've been asking for. The real purists, the connoisseur who love the sneakers for different reasons. So that conversation we was having, just like in 2020, the Fire Red 5s came out. The white Fire Red 5s, the real Fire Red 5s, our anniversary sneakers. Yeah. The real Fire Red 5s come out this year with the black tongue. Mm-hmm. Those were always called Fire Red 5. But neither here nor there. The other Fire Red 5s, people will call them bricks. They will call them bricks and say, oh, those are bricks. Those are this. Those are that. They don't understand how you think that was a brick to me? Mm-mm. Because you see, I got emotional when them came out, and I hit on the sneakers app on those. I got emotional, which is a rarity. I hit on the sneakers app and I was emotional. You know why? Because MJ scored 69 points and 18 rebounds wearing those. And I watched that game because before the game, it was in Cleveland. Before the game, Gerald Wilkins was talking like he can stop Jordan. Jordan was like, all right, I took that personal. And he dropped 69 points and 18 rebounds on him. You feel me? And like 6 assists, 3 steals, and like 2 blocks. It's something crazy. But 69 and 18, wearing that shoe.
Yeah. And now you have.
But you calling it a brick. Mm-hmm. I look at it from a different standpoint. MJ scored his career high wearing those. But you calling it a brick because of the resale value. So you don't even know. That's why I said it's 2 separate sides, bro. Mm-hmm. It's 2 sides to the story. Right. I mean, to the culture, and people just don't get it, bro. And it's like I'm not the one to try to make them get it.
Yeah, but also on the flip side, it makes you feel like does anyone not care about this? Do they not?
It's hype. We in that generation where social media is paramount.
Yeah.
So everybody want views, likes. Everybody wants the connections. They want the followers and all that. That's what everybody want now. Mm-hmm. So it's like I'll sacrifice the purity of the culture for that. So let me just wear a bunch of Travis Scotts, and not knocking Travis Scott because I like Travis Scotts. Mm-hmm. I like hype stuff too, but that's not everything, bro. That's the problem.
Yeah. And so when you use that influence that you do have. Mm-hmm. in the culture, if you want to, call it that, as far as like the influence you have, if you have all these followers or whatnot as a hype beast, when you use that to divide people,
that's whack.
And then when somebody calls you out on it,
you play victim. Good segue, because that's where we going next. Good segue, because that's where we going next.
Because it's good like, how can you have this platform where you can promote unity, where you can promote just, hey, look, I love the things that you love. You love the things that I love. Hey, let's just share our stories. Let's share our experiences, and let's just make this a good, welcoming community.
That's where we're supposed to be at.
No, you would rather call people out of their names, really.
Mm-hmm. Calling them childish.
Calling them immature, all these things, mm-hmm. but turn around and have certain things on your page that really contradicts everything that you say.
You getting paid by StockX though. But whatever. Hey, look, and then too, like front page, like my dude Aaron said. Aaron said we gave the reason why the sneaker culture is in the way is the way it is now because we gave voices to the wrong people. Like I had a person show me a screenshot of a tweet that this young lady said she complained about women not being on the complex panel. Mm-hmm. Who cares who's on the complex panel, bro?
Complex is not
the voice of the culture, bro.
Right.
They're not. They have the biggest platform. They're commercialized. Yeah, they are. They have the most money to do things. They have the resources.
But the controversy,
even Trinidad James left. He knew what time it was.
The controversy that Complex has brought
Complex sneakers. Because shout out to Aria Hughes. We're not talking about Complex as a whole.
Yeah,
just that sneakers. Panel, those 3 sneaker panel guys.
So with so much controversy that they egg it on, which makes it worse.
Yeah, they instigate a lot. I don't like that.
And they poke the bear at people all the time.
That thing they did with Bima and what's Yachty, that was whack.
So when they do exclude people, like, I mean, granted, if I was just a Joe Schmo kind of consumer, and I'm like, hey, why is this big platform not more diverse? Yeah, I would have the same question too. But knowing the background of Complex and their controversy and everything, I don't even care who they have on their panel.
See, that's the thing. Those are the people that's outside of the culture, and they want to be in so bad. They don't understand. Yeah. They think Complex is the move. They think it's the Complex, of everything. Right? They think they move the needle. No, they don't, bro. Yeah. They have their opinion. They're doing their thing. They making their money good. They probably been collecting for years, and they got a lot of shoes or whatever. They're in that space where they can do that. But what about the hardworking blue collar person who genuinely loves sneakers for the reason that they love sneakers, whatever reason it is? Did you idolize MJ, or you idolized Kobe or LeBron or whatever? KD, Kyrie, you idolize Steph. These people that really motivated you to buy signature sneakers, right? Or we can go to the point of running shoes, stuff like that. So my thing is, man, y'all gotta stop with that. This lady said, I'm the voice of the culture. No, you're not. I wish y'all would stop that. There is no one voice of the culture. There's nobody, and I would tell this to any one of y'all, to your face, bro. There's nobody in this culture that's bigger than someone else, or that has a bigger voice. You may have a bigger platform because of the way the social media platform format is. Right. So you may have a bigger voice as far as you can reach more people. But just because you can reach more people, that don't make it right what comes out of your mouth. Mm-hmm. So you guys have to stop this. Well, I'm the voice of the culture, or I've been collecting sneakers for 20 years, and I don't want to hear none of that. Because if we gonna say anybody is a leader in this culture, then we gonna say Mark Bostic. Then we gonna say Sean Collar. Mm-hmm. We gonna say people like that. Right. That's in their 50s and 60s who's been collecting from day one. Right. So I don't want to hear that. You don't see them you don't see Mark Bostic saying, well, man, I got this and y'all don't got this and I got this. You don't hear him doing that. Mm-mm. You don't see Sean Collar like, well, I got these. And then he got personal pairs that signed by Virgil with his name to Sean. Right. From Virgil. But you don't see him bragging about it. You don't see him saying he's the voice of the culture. Bro, y'all got to stop. Y'all get a little big-headed. You get some followers. You think you got people listening to you. What you do, you got some mindless sheep who just listen.
And the flip side to that, you call them out like how you just call them out. But then they turn around. Yeah. Oh, it's just sneakers, guys. It's not that serious, guys.
They love to throw rocks. That's the thing about people in this community. They love to throw rocks and hide their hands. You take shots at people, but you take a shot at the wrong one, then they give it back to you. Man, you taking it too serious, man. It's just sneakers, bro. What's wrong, man? All I said was, man, shut up, bro. Shut up, bro. For real, man. And then you got people out here. This is another thing that I hate. You got people out here willfully dividing the culture. You're dividing the culture by telling people, oh, you're immature if you don't have this in your bank account. You're immature if you don't save this much money. Somebody can look at you and say, well, you're immature because you're 30 plus without no husband, no kids, no wife, no nothing. Somebody can look at you like that, right? You 30 plus years old and you still out here without no kids or nothing.
And granted.
But that's your choice.
Right.
So that's somebody else's choice if they don't want to save their money. Right. If somebody worked 40 hours a week or how many ever hours a week they work, I don't care if it's McDonald's, they a greeter at Walmart, they flip burgers at Burger King. I don't care what they do, bro. Their paycheck has their name on it.
If they don't want to pay rent that much to get some J's, what is it to you?
Right, what is it to you? What is it to you? Yeah, you should. I mean, like me and Buck was talking. That goes without saying. You a grown man, you a grown woman. Yeah, you know you got to pay bills.
Right.
But if you don't save some money because you want to pay this or you want to get that or you want to do that, I don't care if you buy crack cocaine with your whole paycheck. That's your business.
Exactly.
That's your business, bro.
Got nothing to do
Y'all
with me.
need to stop with this. You're holier than thou and trying to divide the culture.
But it's just sneakers.
But it's just sneakers,
it's
right?
Just sneakers,
you
guys.
get so butthurt when somebody come at you because it's like you're dividing the culture. You're making people feel alienated. You're making people feel like nobody wants to click on your page or your video and get a lesson in savings. If that's the case, I will hire you as my financial advisor. If you're not my financial advisor, you're not my wife, you're not my mom, you're not somebody that's in my complete inner circle, then what you worried about what I do with my money for?
And it's like, does it keep you up at night? Does it
It
really bother you?
It must bother that person that people are buying sneakers and it's like you got to make content to really call them out and talk about. To me, that's corny. That's whack. That's my opinion of it, right? You say it's childish. I say let people live. I say let people live, bro. Let them live. I don't care. Like, I'm going to be real with y'all. I love my subscribers. I love my supporters. Y'all know how I am, man. People who know me in person. Y'all know how I move. Y'all know how I roll. I'm cut from a different cloth. I don't care. I'm not trying to be friends with most of these people because a lot of these people we talking about are weirdos. I'm just being real. I've been around them in person and they are weird. They're different, right? So I'm going to just leave it like that. But at the end of the day, bro, I don't care what none of y'all do in your pockets. Whatever your bank account say is your business. That don't affect me. Now, if you are a close friend in my inner circle and I seen you go up to Motor City Casino and gamble away your rent money and then you ask me for some money, no. I'm not giving you nothing. That's a different situation.
You for real.
Yeah, that's childish. But if you want to buy some J's, man, I don't care, bro. Do what you want to do, man. Y'all need to stop that. That junk is really annoying. That's not culture, bro. And then it was an article where ASICS pushed out an article, and I get ASICS. I'm not mad at ASICS at all for this article. It was like, don't buy or just say no. So it was just say no. It was kind of a rebuttal to all the Nike
things that's coming out. Yeah.
It was just like that, right? Because you look at it. Last year, ASICS had all the young people.
Yeah.
All the young people. You go in high schools, all them kids was wearing ASICS. You look this year. What's happening? ASICS don't even have no room to breathe, bro.
Nike said, I'm going to let you finish.
Right.
But Beyonce had the greatest video of all time.
Right. Nike said, I'm going to let you finish. Yeah, that was nice, but I'm the greatest of all time.
Right.
That's what Nike said. And Nike and Jordan brand is really like slapping everybody in the brand industry right now. So everybody really got to take a back seat. It ain't nothing you can do.
Yeah. Really
Nike and Jordan brands reminding these other brands.
This is a Goliath. Here.
They reminding these other brands who's number one. Right. So they come out with this article ASICS did, and it's a shot at Nike, which it's it's a competitive sport,
I don't
right?
mind that at all.
I don't mind that at all, but I do mind when you got people out here like, and they reading the article because some things in the article was whack. They was talking about, don't get caught up in the mindless trends. A mindless trend, I'm gonna be real with y'all. A mindless trend is the ASICS. I like ASICS, bro. No slight at them, but that's a mindless trend.
Yeah, because people weren't thinking about, it's okay. It's kind of like just thrown in your face.
Jordans,
I'll buy it.
It's not a mindless trend. People want Jordans because the history behind it and what it represents.
Yeah.
It represents excellence, bro.
Yeah.
Show me an ASICS shoe that represents excellence. Don't worry, I'll wait. That just gets under my skin, bro. It's like,
where's your soapbox at?
Man, come on, man. Because they talk about, mindless trends. That's not a mindless trend. The mindless trend was the kids in high school wearing dad shoes now. That's the mindless trends. But you got this person who wants you to save all your money and never buy sneakers telling you See, it's like I wrote this article. Come on, man. I'm just tired. Y'all gotta stop, bro. Y'all in this culture, this sneaker community, and y'all have to really understand being in the culture and in the community, you really gotta decipher. Cause there's no way to bring everybody in unity. It's impossible. You gotta kind of
like
you just gotta know who to deal with.
I'm about to say kind of like you know, with the algorithms and social media, you curate your own For You page. Every now and then, you know,
right,
something will come along that the algorithm thinks that you might be into.
But it's mostly on what you spend your time on.
Right? So you can decide if that new video that the algorithm is throwing at you, if you like it or not. If you don't like it, they might not recommend it as much. Let me finish.
Mm-hmm.
And so now when you're getting either into a community or you are part of a community, you kind of have to be in your own little like section and curate what you want to see. Because if you start to absorb too many different viewpoints on something, and now it's going to make you feel some type of way. So you have to also, as far as this community goes, like you say, shut out the noise, like what you like, wear what you like, buy what you want, do what it is that you want to do in this space, but don't make yourself bigger than what it is.
And that's the problem. People making themselves bigger. And then to piggyback on what you said about curating your algorithm,
mm-hmm.
they even instituted a feature. If you go to manage preferences on the reels, like if you see a reel that you don't want to see,
mm-hmm.
you can click the 3 dots and you go to manage preferences and you can reset suggested videos. So as soon as I see something, I reset it, and then it'll reset to basically all sneaker content or whatever.
Yeah, like funny videos.
So yeah. So I look at funny videos and sneaker content mostly. So, but anyway, and then too, the thing about that is, you have to situate yourself with like-minded, true people who want to see you win.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. My circle of dudes, like my inner circle, that consists of you, Buck, my mama. You know what I'm saying? People like that. And then right outside that inner circle, you got James, you got Mark, you got my soul brothers,
mm-hmm.
you got Front Page Aaron, Mark Bostic, Sean. You got people that I know that got love for me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then outside of that, it's people that I'm cool with. Like, it's cool. You're just cool, right? But you have to silo yourself from that. You can't see, the problem is people be trying, like you said, you get involved in so much. You all on sneaker Twitter and I don't even got no Twitter for that very reason, because it's just negativity, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not going to intake that. I watch what I intake, because I get the personality that I have. I don't care really. Like James said, I'm not reformed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. I'm a Christian, but I'm trying my hardest to live by Bible standards, bro. And sometimes you get pushed into a corner where it's like the old me wants to come out. So that's why
that dog still bite.
That dog's still there. That 7 Mile dog still in there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying not to go that route. And I'm trying to, I'm 46, bro. That's childish to get into a war of words with people or to get into a beef with people. Come on, man. If it ain't about no money,
gonna pay your,
and it ain't about,
speak your mind.
Oh yeah, I'm still gonna say what I got to say. I ain't kissing nobody butt, right? I'm gonna tell you like it is, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I try not to get myself into these silos of conversations and accusations but when I see stuff like, oh man, y'all stupid for getting those. I've had these for 20 years and y'all can go sit in the back.
Tomato.
You know what I'm saying? What I tell them, go sit in the corner and play with your lace lock, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, dog. Like, I can't with that kind of talk.
Yeah.
So all I can say is this from the culture standpoint, man. For all you guys that's coming up and that's learning this culture, that's young, like my man Key, Kicks by Key. Key is a genuine dude, man. He loves sneakers. He loves the culture. He's just not in it for hype. He's just not in it. You can tell, he was so happy to get the flu games, and I was happy for him. That was a grail for him. He never had them.
Yeah.
But you got people who saying, Why they releasing these and why they releasing those? Oh, I got the 2016. So what? I got them too. But I ain't dogging people who go get the new ones.
Right.
I'm not going to make people feel alienated for their own purchases for what they want. You cannot, that's how diabolical is that to try to control somebody's spending and you're not their financial advisor. You're not their wife or husband. You're not their mom. Like, what is wrong with people, bro? How you going to tell and then put a name on it? Oh, you're childish if you do this. Well, you're childish because you don't have no kids. You feel me? Like, I mean, because some people feel like you grown when you get married and have a kids and have family, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's a new age.
It's
nowadays.
a different age, but
so
how diabolical of me to say that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
how diabolical is that? If I say, well, you ain't got no kids, you childish.
Yeah, that would be
That's crazy, bro. That's like you telling me I'm childish if I want every Jordan. If I spend $1,000 every month for the whole year, $12,000 for the year on J's, that's my prerogative. That's my prerogative. That ain't got nothing to do with whoever.
Mm-hmm.
So
with that being said, because we did kind of like we had 2 weeks of pent up.
Yeah, because we've been sitting back watching. I'm like, ooh.
You like, you know what? Add that to the list.
Yep, that's
We're going to talk about that on the podcast. So to kind of mellow out a little bit, what are some things that you've seen recently that you love about the culture with people? Either, I mean, like you said, you know, you've seen Key, you know, get his crew games, and that was real good. That joy. So what are some other things that maybe you've come across recently that's like
the joy that I see people hitting on those unions, man. Mm-hmm. You know, I seen one guy, I can't think of who it was. You know, I don't like to name drop too much, but I forget the gentleman's name. But he was like, he was so happy. He was like, man, this is my W of the year, man. You know, you could tell he was really ecstatic about hitting on stuff like that. I love to see because I know how that feels, that euphoria. Yeah. You know, I know how that feels, that them endorphins of got them or getting that invoice or, ooh, I got I know how that feels. Dopamine hit. That dopamine, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know how that feel, man. That's dope, bro. That's dope. That's good for the culture. That's good for the person. Mm-hmm. You know, you don't know what nobody's going through, man. Right. You can save every dime you got. Have one pair of sneakers, have the biggest house, have the most cars, have the whatever, and be the most unhappiest person, bro. And get into a car accident and leave behind everything. Or you can be balanced with your life, buy what you want, take care of your business, do your thing, live your life, not live your life. If you want to save all your money, then you do that. Mm-hmm. But don't tell people you're childish when you do this. Oh, people's going to attack me in the comments. Yeah.
It's just shoes, guys.
It's just shoes. Don't take it so seriously. Like, man, just like that one clown, you know.
Literally.
Right. This dude is literally a character. He's not even a real person. Soon as I come at him, like, dude, your first video was like you going to Disney World vlogging with your girl, bro. His girl was doing shoe reviews before him.
Anyways, moving on to the
I ain't even
topic.
gonna go. See, I could go. Yeah, I like Kendrick. I get diabolical on you, bro. Like, y'all don't want to play with me, man.
Reel it in.
So anyway,
my
content been the same since. Go watch my first video. It's been the same content for 5 years, bro.
But
I mean, it got better, but
so recently, a lot of my For You page has been like working out stuff, gym tips. Yeah. That's but I have come across a couple of videos because of, videos pop up on your feed from what your friends like or
suggested videos,
right? So a lot of these sneaker posts kind of pop up every once in a while. And I seen this one, it was a gentleman had all his shoes, like they were all retros that recently came out. And he had posted in his comments, he had captioned it something like, this is for the inner child that couldn't get these, and he went in a whole like description of how he grew up. I didn't really get to read everything, but it was just like moments like that is really good to see. That's what it means. That's what it's about, man. And so it was just really nice to see people, because right now in the state of the world and what people are going through,
you need some kind of outlet.
You need some kind of outlet, some kind of escape. And if buying sneakers or buying anything that pertains to
if it gives you
hobby,
that peace,
if it gives you that peace and that happiness,
it's not illegal.
For it.
It's totally legal. There's nothing wrong with it. If you didn't save $1,000 this month and you feel like, well, next month's a slower month, so I'll save it next month, then go ahead. Do you, bro. I don't care what you do. I don't care what's in your bank. I don't care how much money you save. I don't care how much is your check every week, every 2 weeks, every month, whatever. I don't care. Do you. That's what the culture is about. The culture is all one, right? The culture is not black people. The culture is not white people. Mm-hmm. The culture is not brown people. The culture is not Asian or Arabic. It's all. Mm-hmm. It's everybody. That word culture is sneaker culture, right? So we're not going to get into, oh, well, black people this and black people that. I'm black. I'm as black as they come, bro. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I know the culture is bigger than just us. Mm-hmm. It's bigger than just African American. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, African Americans made it cool. Because who is Michael Jordan? He's an African American. So it started with us. Right. But the culture is worldwide, bro. Right. So y'all gotta chill, man. There's no one voice, and I'm gonna end with this, and we're gonna move on to sports for the week. I'm gonna end with this, man. There is no one voice in the culture. Let me say that again for y'all. There is no one voice. I don't care if you got 1 million followers. I don't care if you got 1 million YouTube followers. That doesn't make your voice bigger than anybody else's, or that you have more validity in this culture than anybody else. You're more valid than any. No, bro. Y'all stop. You taking yourself too serious. Now, this is where I say it's just sneakers. Mm-hmm. Chill out, because you're not bigger than the culture. My love for sneakers started with this guy right here, MJ. That's where my love started from. A lot of people love started because they seen collecting sneakers was cool. Mm-hmm. And they're like, oh, I want to be like them guys. That's cool. If that's your motive, then that's your motive. Right. That's why you love the culture. But don't get in it and abuse the culture. And stay true to that. Don't take the culture. Don't be a vulture, a culture vulture. Don't be a person to abuse the culture. Don't be a person to become like he's bigger than the culture. Don't be a person that divides the culture. Dude, just enjoy the culture and respect it.
Enjoy the ride.
Respect the culture, bro. And it'll love you back. Exactly. Trust me. I love the culture genuinely. And like I said, my ties to sneakers is because I grew up. I'm 46 years old, bro. I grew up in the 90s when all these shoes that y'all in line for and going crazy for, I remember when they originally released. And I couldn't get them because we came from humble background, humble beginnings, bro. Mm-hmm. My mama couldn't afford it. Single parent household. My daddy ain't do nothing. So my mama took care of me and my sister, bro. So it was hard for her to spend $100 on you or pay the rent. Right. Spend $100 on you or put food in the refrigerator. So that's where it comes from. And with my fandom of MJ, being such a huge fan and idolizing MJ from a child, and he's still my hero to this day, dude, that's what made me want these shoes like that. So it's not your story. And that's my story. Right. That's my story. Mm-hmm. And that's the beauty of the culture. All of us have a different story. Even if you didn't get into sneakers until the pandemic because you're not working right now, you got a little extra money on unemployment and you feel like, oh, I can finally get these. I was never able to get these, so I'm going to get these now. And you just kind of got high off of that and you're just like, oh, I want these, I want these, I want these, I want... Mm-hmm. That's your story, bro. That's your connection. That brought you that peace in that really rough time. Mm-hmm. The pandemic was crazy. Mm-hmm. That brought you your peace. Yep. So why talk about people? Man, I swear, bro. I swear, man. It's so whack, man. Yeah. Y'all comment down below, man.
Comment down below.
Y'all comment down below. So let's move on to sports. That'll be it for the sneaker culture and what's going on. So shout out to Shout out to my soul brothers. Shout out to Front Page Aaron. Shout out to Kari, Sneaker Fetish. Everybody that I spoke to in this little window that I really wanted to. And Kari was like, man, you got to tell it, bro. Tell it. So I appreciate him for putting the battery in my back. Like, man, go for it, bro. Mm-hmm. So, you know what I'm saying? And it's just weird, bro. Y'all, people got to stop being weird. Yes.
Don't be weird.
Don't be weird.
We should put that on a t-shirt. Don't be weird.
Don't be weird. Universal for gear. Don't take my patent, y'all. So let's move on to sports, man. So in the sports world, we're in a little bit past the halfway point, about 3/4 through the NBA season. And the NBA season is still, everybody is kind of lined up the same. The Cavs are 50-10. They got the best record in the league. And the Thunder are 50-11. What's surprising, the Lakers are the second seed in the West now.
Are you for real?
They're 38-21. They got the second best record in the West. They've been winning like crazy with Luka. They're on a 6-game winning streak.
I say, what's the record with Luka right now?
I think, they last 10, they're 8-2.
8-2. Okay.
So they're on a 6-game winning streak. I think they're probably like maybe 7-1 with Luka. I know the Warriors are 8-1 with Jimmy. Yeah. And the Warriors are in the 6th seed now, so they're out of the play-in. So they just need to keep winning. We was in the play-in
not too long ago. Not even were we in the play-in the whole time, or
man, we was down in 13 for a while. The 11th.
Yeah.
We was 11 for a while, and then we went on there. We're 8-1 with Jimmy Butler. They're playing the Knicks right now.
What's the score? Because I know we were watching it before when we were saying
the Knicks are up at halftime, 47-55 in Madison Square Garden. Let's see, Draymond 0 for 2. 2 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds, triple single. Dang, Steph is off. He 3 for 10, 8 points. Jimmy 3 for 7, 8 points. So it's just
we can turn it around.
Yeah, it's only 8 points, man. Yeah. 8 points ain't nothing when you got a Steph Curry on your team.
Yeah,
because he been going crazy lately. Orlando, that's a game that we was on break. Would he drop 56?
Yeah,
and he went crazy. Like he's single. They were losing by like 15-18, and he single-handedly brought them back. Like that was ridiculous, bro. I felt like that was vintage Steph.
I was seeing old Steph.
Yeah, that was vintage Steph. Like just like that OKC game. Bang, bang. That was that.
Oh, what a shot from Curry.
Yeah, that was that. Mike Breen. So later on tonight, the scores for tonight again. This is Tuesday, March the 4th. You got the Rockets and Pacers. Rockets are in Indiana. The Pacers are up 95-88. The Toronto and Orlando. The Raptors are up 67-63 in Orlando. Milwaukee is in Atlanta. Milwaukee just hit a 3. So it's 80-78. Cleveland is in Chicago. They're down by 7, 39-46. The Sixers are in Minnesota. That's the game that I got so ticked off that we lost. And that was a game that Jimmy Butler, his back was bothering him. He was out. The Warriors lost to the Sixers the other night.
Yeah.
It's like, man, come on,
Sixers?
Bro. But that just show you how important Jimmy is to us.
Yeah.
Because Draymond ain't it. He's not a second.
He's really getting
fiddle.
Exposed. If he hadn't gotten
He had a good game last night, though. He had like 16. For Draymond, that's great. He had like 16, 12. Hold on, let me see.
I'm not.
Let me read this stat bar from last night.
Stat bar. I'm saying just in a whole, as a whole. If he hasn't gotten exposed as a weak,
he has 16 and 12 and 7 assists
as the weakest link. This is really exposing him with Jimmy being on our team now. So maybe who knows? Maybe he'll be somewhere where he really wants to be next year.
So then you got the Spurs and the Nets. That game is just starting. The Spurs are up 18-9. They're in San Antonio. And then the 2 late games at 10 o'clock, you got the Suns and Clippers on TNT. And then the Pelicans and Lakers at 10:30. Mm-hmm. So Pelicans suck. They're 17-44. That's probably another dub for the Lakers. But I hope the Warriors come back and win.
Turn it around, guys.
So So this half just started. Third quarter just started, and the Knicks already scored, and then the Warriors just scored. So it's 57-49. So they're down by 8. Mm-hmm. So the NBA is starting to get more excited. So
starting to get a little spicy.
A couple of things to address in the NBA. Man, I feel bad for Kyrie Irving.
Yes, we got the news today.
ACL tear. He's out for the season. And
he Kobe them free throws though.
Yeah, and that's what I wanted to talk about, man. He's got so much because Kobe was his guy, and Kobe would tell you Kyrie was his guy.
You see a lot of Kobe and Kyrie.
His mentality
and his mentality, yeah.
And he has that. He said something that dang near almost made me cry.
What do you say?
When after he got injured. Remember when Kobe tore his Achilles, he still walked to the free throw line on a torn Achilles.
Right.
When somebody gets a cramp, he has to be escorted off with 3 people. But whatever, I digress. But Kobe tore his Achilles and walked to the free throw line, made his free throws, and walked to the sideline. And remember that game, they was playing the Warriors.
Yeah.
And remember, we were living in San Bernardino then.
I remember.
And I remember that after the press conference after, you can tell Kobe was just crying. Because his face, his eyes was so red. You could tell he was so pissed that...
He's like, all that work, all everything that you guys don't see, and I go out like that.
Yeah, so... but anyway, Kyrie got the ACL tear. He still went to the free throw line, canned both free throws, and he walked off got limped off and got helped off. AD and one of the coaches helped him off the court. But when he went to the free throw line... he just kind of dribbled, did his routine. He looked up to shoot, and you can read his lips. He said, "Thank you, God." So that touched my heart when he said that, because it's like,
it is a privilege to be able to play something and get paid. I mean, you get paid millions of dollars, but at the end of the day,
for doing something you love, so you don't even feel like
right, work. Right. And granted, it really does suck to have an injury, a season-ending injury at that.
Yeah, that's horrible.
But what a privilege.
What a privilege.
What a privilege.
That's a good way to put it, man, and put things in perspective.
To be grateful, even in that circumstance, even in that, unfortunate circumstance of a torn ACL. What a privilege, and how grateful that, he is.
Shout out to Kyrie and his family, and, well wishes, bro. Rehab. Get back to it, bro. He still got some gas in the tank. It ain't over. And then, the Mavericks GM, he looks bad.
He's losing it now.
He looks bad, man, because you got rid of Luka in the prime.
In the middle of the night.
He just took y'all to the finals last year. You got rid of him, and you put him over in LA, and look at LA. LA look good, bro. They scary
now. You got
now.
AD who's hurt.
And then you got AD who hurt. Kyrie done for the season. Ain't no telling when AD gonna come back. That's an abductor strain. So that's a core.
That man is made of glass, I swear.
Man, and then, but when he's healthy, he's a dog. And, Clay never... He never been that Clay that we know.
Yeah.
I don't think he's happy in Dallas. I think it was a business move. I bet you Clay gonna end up coming back, bro. At the end of this season.
Imagine,
that'd be dope.
Oh, that'd be dope.
Come on back home, Clay.
Get rid of Draymond and come back home.
Come on, Clay. Clay and Jimmy. Come on, man.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. But, so I feel bad for the Mavericks, because their season is done. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. Kyrie is probably the most elite point guard in the game right now. Outside of Steph, Dame, and Kyrie, and Cade Cunningham.
Oh, yeah. Can't forget about our boy. Yeah.
And that's another thing that we need to talk about, man, is these Pistons, bro. The Pistons are a force to be reckoned with. I think they're in the 4th seed right now in the East.
We won what? 6?
They're in the 6th seed. So was
it 8 in a row?
Yep, they won recently? 8 in a row, and they lost 1. Then they won 2. So they're 9-1 in their last 10. So the Pistons are they're a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
They definitely a force to be reckoned with. So, shout out to Cade Cunningham, man. One of the best point guards in the league. Big boy, too.
Detroit, we up.
We up, y'all. We up. Who want that smoke now?
Right.
We was trash last year, so.
Hey, we
doing
man.
it. These young boys balling.
The Tigers were in the playoffs. Lions was in the playoffs.
Now the Pistons about to be in the playoffs.
Come on, man.
Now we need the Red Wings to be back on top.
Right, because they kind of slid a little bit.
Man, shoot, the Red Wings was winning Stanley Cups while nobody was doing nothing. And we had the Shock here. The Shock was winning WNBA rings.
Bring the Shock back, y'all.
Man, After Bill Davison died, his kids sold it, and they went down to Oklahoma City, and then I don't know where they went after that. Mm-hmm. But, Bill Davison is the former owner of the Bad Boy Pistons, the Pistons who won in 89, 90, and then 2004. Yeah, Bill Davis, he was an old, rich white dude, died. His family, passed it down to his kids. His kids didn't want nothing to do with it. After he died, the Pistons sucked. And then Tom Gores came in and bought the Pistons. It was just like, man, you get them owners like a Mark Cuban, that's really invested. Even Jerry Jones, man. People may not like Jerry Jones.
That man is invested in his Cowboys.
He's invested, man, and he's got them 3 Super Bowls, I think, 2 or 3 Super Bowls. So. Speaking of
the Cowboys, didn't Jimmy just retire?
Jimmy Johnson. Why you say speaking of the Cowboys? Well, he used to coach them back in the 90s.
I mean, it just kind of came. It just came recently.
On the panel, the Fox panel.
It just recently.
Yeah. He retired. He's old though. Jimmy Johnson.
It was an intrusive thought it's an intrusive thought that came out just now when we were talking about the
Jimmy
Cowboys.
Johnson. It's good for you to go sit down and enjoy your life, man.
Enjoy.
Spend some of that money you made over the years, bro. Take your family out.
Well. I know you have a meeting to get to.
I do. Soul Brothers, I'm already late. I love y'all. If y'all watch this podcast, this is what I'm doing.
So we'll wrap it up here.
We will wrap it up here.
A good break. A good momentum.
Welcome back. It feel good to be back, don't it?
Feel good to be back.
Yeah, let's go. It feel good to be back. Yeah. Hey, y'all, man. So, we're going to go ahead and tie it down. Like you said, that's it. For episode 12, man. Thank y'all for watching, man. We'll have more updates and everything next week. We'll see y'all next Wednesday, and we'll have more to report on, man. So we'll see what happens out here in the sneaker culture. See if I can rant some more, if I ruffle some more feathers. So I really don't care. And we're gonna do a promo video with that part on there because I want people to hear, bro. Like, because that's how it is, man. You can't do that. So anyway, guys, I love you guys so very much. Thank y'all for tapping in as usual, man. It's been a fun ride, this episode. And anything you want to leave the people with? Any last thoughts, last words?
Any last words for today? I would just have to say, you know what? Do you. That's
Phrase of the day. Do you.
That's it.
Golly, man. Do you.
But thank you guys for being here with us. Welcome back, like you said.
Welcome back.
And let's keep the momentum going.
Let's keep it going, y'all. All right, y'all. Well, look, man, y'all stay safe out there. Stay low, stay humble. Keep going. Keep doing your thing. And always remember to keep making noise until somebody hear you, because they gonna hear you. I guarantee it. And when they do, you stay ready so you never, ever have to get ready. So I love y'all. Again, stay safe. And what else I say? Consistency break resistance. I love y'all so much, man. We'll see y'all next week, episode 13. All right? Peace.
Like what you heard? Make sure to hit that subscribe button, leave a review, and share with your friends. Stay tuned for more on the UFG podcast. And remember, keep making noise until somebody hears you.